Hey guys, welcome back to the Everyday Money Guy. Today we're going to be discussing increasing your savings versus increasing your income. If this is your first time to the channel, consider subscribing to grow your wealth, increase your success, and put you on the road to financial freedom. While you're at it, also hit that like button for me. It really helps this channel and this video. Saving your money and increasing your income are two different paths to the same destination approximately. In the end, you're going to end up with more money in your pocket and, more to spend. But there's two different ways to go about doing this, and one of them ends up being clearly better. So to start with, we're going to talk about increasing your savings. And there's a lot of advice on how to increase your savings out there, such as just overall reduce your expenses. Try to invest more of your money. And then more extreme examples like go on a rice and beans diet so that you're not spending money on food, and that's kind of an example to just minimalize your entire life. Maybe drive a beater car or something that doesn't cost very much. Things like that, because what you're trying to do when you reduce your savings or increase your savings is just take all of your expenses down to the minimum so that you can put the maximum amount of money into savings and investments. And that's all good and what have you, but saving isn't a ton of fun. Now, I don't want to say don't do it, because I'm very much in favor of saving. I try to save and invest as much money as I possibly can. But eating a rice and beans diet and driving a beater car and reducing your expenses to the bare minimum isn't going to leave much money to enjoy life. In addition, saving has a bottom limit where you can't save any more money. So for example, you make, let's say, $5,000 a month. And with your basic expenses, rent, your mortgage payment, your car payments, utility payments, debt obligations that you owe, let's say that minimum is $2,000, which is probably a little low for bare minimum to get by, especially if you're a family of four and not just a single person living in an apartment. Your maximum savings rate, if you cut things down to the bare minimum, is $3,000. Without increasing your income, there is no other way to save any more money than $3,000 if your base is $2,000 and your income is $5,000. And I think that is the biggest negative of saving money, is that there is a bottom boundary limit. So now you're living like a hermit. You're not really enjoying life. You're essentially just paying your bills, and you're pumping money into your savings, investment accounts, which is investing is what you should be doing when I say saving, because your savings, legitimate, like in the bank savings, will just get eaten up by inflation, and you'll just never get ahead by saving alone without investing. But there is a better way, and it ends up being clearly better when we get down into the numbers. Now, this clearly better way is increasing your income. And that sounds like it's, easier said than done, and it is. It's going to be harder to increase your income than to simply spend less and save more. However, the reward is going to be much greater immediately and over time. The reason for that is that increasing your income has unlimited potential. There's unlimited upside. There's no upper boundary limit to how much you can increase your income. You look at some standout examples like Jeff Bezos or Bill Gates or Elon Musk. Those are guys that have proven that there is no upper income limit in the world. So maybe you don't found the next big tech company or start putting rockets into space or whatever it is that is standout, like the Facebook founders and things like that. Maybe that's not what you're going to do, but there are ways for you to increase your income without, founding a major tech company. The biggest one that I would start with is think of some way that you can invest in yourself. For example, learn a new skill, take a course, get a certification, get a degree. These are all essentially education type of things, because a lot of times if you get these, it will either lead to more money directly. For example, if you have a new skill that is in demand, or if you have a degree that is again in demand. If you get a degree, and make sure if you get a degree, it's one that's in demand before you spend your money getting a college degree that has no demand. And those investments in yourself will pay off over time, in these other things that I'm going to speak about. Next is, if you're in a job that has some upward mobility, think about pursuing a promotion at work. Not only could you get more money, but it also might lead to new challenges and opportunities to, just grow your life and grow your professional life and your personality. You may look at pursuing a different employer, and you may want to do this on the down low so that your current employer is none the wiser. But oftentimes you can find that other employers will pay more for the same work that you're doing with this employer that you're currently with. Again, be careful when you're, job shopping around, especially within the same industry. Some employers are not, crazy about that and try to keep you on, as well as be careful if you have some sort of non-compete or something like that. Obviously, you have to take each situation, on its own. If you're in a career that just does not have much upward mobility, it doesn't have very high pay, consider changing careers. You need to look at how much money that you want to make to be able to save, and look to see what careers you're interested in that would make that money. And it may make sense, especially if you're in a career that you maybe don't like and is not providing the income that you would like, to use one of those courses, skills, or degrees or certifications to perhaps make a move into another career path that you're interested in. And then what you can do in your current job, in your current career, if you feel like you provide the value and you feel like it's warranted, come up with a good case and ask your employer for a raise. Oftentimes in the hustle and bustle of doing business, good employees who deserve a raise are overlooked for one reason or another, especially if you just keep your head down and you don't make any waves. You're not on anyone's radar. So if you are doing a good job, you are providing value, and you can make a solid case and be ready to make that case. Don't just go in there and be like, I want a raise. As you can see, that's kind of awkward and cringy. When you ask for a raise, go in and say, these are the accomplishments that I've made. I've not called off on a day of work. I haven't gotten a raise in 18 months. I feel like I deserve X amount of money. You may or may not get that amount of money. They might say, we agree, but we can do this. And, try to negotiate and be reasonable, and but also get what you think you deserve, or take one of the other options that I had previously mentioned about either pursuing a different employer or perhaps changing careers altogether. So once you've increased your income, the bonus is that for you guys out there who are just strictly savers, if you can increase your income, you are going to be able to save a heck of a lot more. For example, on that $5,000 income example that we gave before, let's say that you're saving 20% of your income. That's going to be $1,000 a month that you're socking away into an investment account, hopefully, and not just a savings account where it's getting eaten up by inflation. If you increase your income by $2,000 to $7,000 a month, and you are still saving that 20%, you are now going to be saving $1,400 a month, which is a 40% increase. And that's pretty significant increase in your savings rate. If you save all of the increase that you made, that would be $2,000 a month that you're now putting away. And that is a 100% increase in your savings rate. And the bonus is instead of taking home, $4,000 after you've taken your $5,000 home and then put $1,000 in the bank, you're now going to be able to spend all $5,000 and have $2,000 going into investment accounts. So not only are you saving more, but you are actually earning more and having more money to spend. And I think that's really where it shows that increasing your income is clearly the winner between increasing savings and income, because you get the best of both worlds. Your income increases, your savings rate increases as well, and it's just a win-win all around. In addition, if you were happy with your $4,000 a month that you were able to spend with the $5,000 a month income and the $1,000 saved, now you can save that $1,000 still, plus the $2,000 more that you're making, and you've increased your savings by 300% without taking any hit to your disposable income that you had previously been using. So again, I just wanted to emphasize how much more powerful increasing your income is versus trying to increase your savings and, decreasing your standard of living and just, living like a hermit to try to put away another 50 bucks. So I feel like it's pretty clear that increasing your income is a far superior way to not only have more money, but to also increase your savings. So if there's a recommendation that I can make, is to try to increase your income and also to subscribe to this channel to grow your wealth, increase your success, and put you on the road to financial freedom if you like this video and want to see more of this in the future. Also, be sure to hit the like button for me. That really helps this video, as I said, and this channel get promoted in the YouTube algorithm. I appreciate you guys watching, and I hope to see you next time.